Hey there, it's Arsenine and welcome back to the channel. Just got back from, having some dinner and I have just watered my plants in the Zen garden, which is an appropriate amount of time before that, and I'm going to start with Survival Fog. For this and the roof levels, I'll definitely need to lock in a fair bit more, considering the fact that it is going to be way more difficult, my personal opinion anyways. So as a result of this, I'm gonna need to focus up and see what I can actually do to prepare myself for, not messing up. So yeah, let's just see how far I can take it. Wait, hold on, let me think. I'm going to be swimming in sun. So I think sunflower actually has a use, to be honest. It doesn't mean the starting of my sun production is gonna be crap though. Okay, I'm gonna do something non-standard, but because I have the imitator, I think I'll be fine. So let's just see how it works out. Yep. Oh, that's good sun RNG actually. At least I can double this up really quickly anyways. Yeah. Alright. See, top lane. Yeah, that's fine. Imitating the sea shroom actually wouldn't be such a bad idea, to be honest. Because the sea shroom is, well, very slow at its refresh rate, as you can probably see. But I think for the early game, I can more or less survive on just puff shrooms. Let's see. Yeah, that would be great. Okay, I see something's gonna die there really soon. Sea shroom. Do that. Yep. Okay. Again, non-standard play because most people would probably just straight up use sun shrooms and everything. But I think I can get away with this for now. It's unlikely to get any bucket hits until much later, so I think I'll be fine even with that cone hit zombie. Since this isn't a separate thing, I want to ask actually, like, how have you guys been today? To me, just actually had some dinner, I mentioned that earlier, and well, it isn't too bad, I guess. I just had some fried rice, which is pretty good, pretty Asian. Chocolate, yep. But at the same time, don't just think like, oh, I only eat fried rice or everything. I do enjoy different like foods every now and then, but I think that's the one I can think of that comes to mind straight away anyways. So yeah. Okay, soon I can open up the thing. Again, I'm gonna go with 2 full rows of, actually 3 full rows of sunflowers. So yeah, that'll be perfectly fine. Mainly because I'm not planting any of them in the water. If you're planting in the water, then technically that is perfectly fine. Because I'm not, then, that's what I actually have to do. Hold on, when that's down, I'll just refresh it really quick. Yeah. Look at this. Yeah. Everything's going pretty well. Despite non-standard builds and everything in mind, it's going pretty well. Huge wave of zombies. Not yet, actually. Nice. Sea shroom. So the next one I can get twin sunflowers, so I think that'll be great. Put on here. That's great. Okay, I'm going to put the... Okay, I need to remove that because I think that is the perfect area to put it, right? Yep. Definitely. Hit the nail on the head with that one. Yep. Just keep rolling forward. Meanwhile, me rolling on my chair to move forward just slightly. Yeah. Of all my themes, I don't really like the fog theme the most because I think to me it just gave me the most creeps growing up. There's something about, any like play on some sounds when you grow much older, right? It has like this lasting impact on you. I don't know whether it's just me, but it definitely affects me that way at least. So if you guys are the same, well, feel free to let me know in the comments below if you actually find that the fog theme is rather a bit more eerie than the rest of the themes in the seemingly lighthearted game, right? So yeah, just feel free to let me know in the comments below. And actually, while you're at it, I'm not gonna ask you to like and subscribe anyways, and mainly because, frankly, I'm a firm believer of if you genuinely enjoy what you're watching, you'll do that anyways. But, you know, yeah, that's my take on it. What I wanted to ask actually was, if you are, you know, if you made it this far in the video anyways, I actually wanted to know, what themes do you like in Plants vs Zombies, in what order? So like, what is your favorite theme, followed by what are the themes you don't like nearly as much, and so on, so on, so on. So yeah, that's actually what I want to find out from you guys. Feel free to let me know in the comments. For me, my personal ranking that I think mentioned in the adventure playlist was, I like the pool theme, followed by the roof, then the day, night, and then, you know, fog. So that's my take on the preferences. Don't worry, everyone has their own preferences, but that's mine, so that's kind of why I mentioned it that way. Okay, I don't need that soon. Mushroom. Pumpkin. Yeah. Okay, that's great. Then I'll replace this with let me think, yeah. Mushroom would be great there, actually. Yep. Don't worry, I'll definitely be perfectly fine for this one. I'm not gonna get any more lily pads, I believe, after this, so I'm just gonna spam them out right now. That's fine. Yep. Let's do that over there. Then I erase this, put this. Don't worry, everything will be dealt with appropriately. Sea shroom over here. Yeah. Top one is dying, so I do need to deal with that one. Yep. Okay, so I still need fume shrooms. Now watermelons and everything should be fine. And okay, I'm definitely gonna need magnet shroom, so that fume shroom, this watermelon. Now I can do, let's see, what should I actually do? Violon. Hold up, give me a second. Cancel that. Violon. Okay, pumpkin. Yeah, that's one thing I need. So pumpkin. And spikeweed, spike rock. Lily pad in case I need to replace any of them. And cattail. Actually, I personally don't, but I'll try anyways. Fume shroom, right? So everything's been picked. All right, good. Let's go. And the cool thing here, other than the disappearing fog, is that I can straight away plant a twin sunflower, because all the cooldowns technically count the second you start the survival levels. So that's why it's so good. So remove that. Fume shroom. And do this. Yep. Looks kind of weird, but yeah, that works out in the end. Okay, let me just save up my sun. As you can see, I've transitioned away from the free puff shrooms and everything, because that is basically the limit of the usage of the puff shroom. Like, it doesn't have much use anymore, especially when everything hits harder. Well, technically more like everything else you can build hits harder, and because of the fact that, as you can probably already tell, it doesn't have the best range. These ones aren't even being used, so that's kind of why I'm doing that. Okay, let's go. Yes, nice. Okay, good. I'm definitely gonna need more magnet shrooms, which is probably where I'll put it over here, but that's not for quite a bit. Actually, no, I'll probably put it here. So yeah, I do need the sea shrooms to be removed. Unfortunate for the sea shrooms, but that's kind of how it has to be. And with this setup, in the event that the unruly balloon zombie does come and, you know, grief me for whatever reason, I do have that as anti-air. Let's see, come on. And watermelon, might as well. The counter needs to go up anyways. Yeah. Coin. Yep. So this setup is more or less done. and it will do pretty well actually. Okay, you don't have to worry, it definitely kills everything eventually. Cattail. Personal thoughts, they should have made like a survival endless whereby you can choose what variation you want to do, like survival endless day, survival endless night, fog and roof. Although I could tell that probably the fog won't be the most fun to play, right? No one will probably play survival endless fog because it kind of sucks. You waste plants doing that, and if anything can pull up against you, then it's not gonna be so fun like Gargantuars, especially when you can't see them. Once they crush your lanterns and you can't see them, that's gonna suck horribly. So yeah, and for survival pool, I guess making it endless would be fun because I think it has the best and most relaxing themes. Again, personal thoughts, right? Because of the relaxing theme, it makes sense as to why they want to choose that as an option, but that's just my personal take anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I doubt it, dude. Craze in a box zombie. Yep, let's do that. I can set that up for now while waiting for the appropriate stuff to be set up. Yep, do this. Yep, that's great. So this prepares myself for another 2 sets of magnet shrooms. And then I can slowly build my spikeweed spike rock towards the enemy and get my twin sunflowers rolling about. Yeah, this area of effect is so good, especially when it's chalked up here. More chocolate, it's always great. Chocolate! But yeah. Anyone a fan of chocolate in, you know, real life? I know everyone's probably a fan of it at some point in time, but I haven't really eaten chocolate in a long time. I guess as you grow older, it's like, it's too sweet, right? Or something for some people. Don't get me wrong, I haven't eaten in a long time, but if it's offered to me, I would like still take it because I don't want to be rude. And there's kind of a difference between actually actively looking for chocolate, like, oh yeah, I gotta buy this at the grocery store, versus like if someone offers it to you, then it's like courtesy kind of situation. So I actually kind of understand why my parents were like, whenever, you know, you as a kid like offered them anything, they would just take it, right? Because like they're being nice, which makes sense actually, because imagine just not taking something when someone offers it to you, you know, it's gonna look, or rather sound, really rude. Okay, anyways, oh, holy, that was very quick, and there goes all my spikeweeds. Okay, so looks like the setup needs some work actually. It's okay, I got an idea for it. If I can get the, yeah, okay. Now I do not need cattails anymore. Can I get another twin sunflower out quickly though? Probably not. Unfortunate. Get another winter melon out though. Okay, so I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 more magnet shrooms. So yeah, that's needed. I do not need this anymore. Twin sunflower still needed. Spikeweed, because I'm gonna use the spike rock setup. Lantern's fine, I don't need that. Yeah, actually I don't need anything else, so I'm just gonna go for instants and everything like that. I think I don't. No, wait, no, I need the winter melon. Hold up. So no ice shroom. Okay, good. That is great. Ooh, look, the cattail's blinking. Oh, yeah, I thought I didn't choose the magnet shroom again. I was blind for a split second. I was like, wait, did I not take the magnet shroom again? Like, what? So much for taking that break to like refresh your mental health and everything, right? By the way, for anyone who needs like a mental health break and everything, it's okay to take it. It's not a sign of weakness, and don't let anyone ever tell you it is. Because sometimes you just have a bad day and you just need to rest and everything, unwind, dissociate from the world and everything. Everyone needs something like that in their life. No one can go on like that forever unless you have like a perfect support network, which it takes effort to really cultivate a perfect support network anyways. So always build one with people you trust, you know? Don't know why I'm getting all philosophical, because I'm the last person I would go to for advice, personally. Like, why would I give any advice? No idea, actually. But yeah, I just wanted someone to hear that, because, you know, you never know what someone's going through in their day, and that's why you should always be kind to everyone and always letting them know what they should, you know, not what they should hear, but something that someone should hear, because, you know, they need to hear it from someone. Doesn't necessarily have to be me, but someone. Okay, let's see this. What could I put here that actually matters? I guess another fume shroom. So let me just focus on the fume shroom and everything like that. Oh god, no. Oh my god. Okay, there's something I have to do. Unfortunate, but had to be done. I was like, wait, what the heck? And I'm totally willing to sacrifice the magnet shroom since it's stalled anyways to eat the metallic object. So yeah, perfectly fine. In the event that does happen though, I guess I could do this. Could wall the back line. Yeah. The spike rock's still recharging. There we go. Great. A lot of scuba diving zombies, actually. Scuba zombies. Yeah, they're gonna eat through the pumpkins in no time, actually. Oh, tons of money. I've actually been neglecting that. Not good. Okay. Yeah, really tons and tons of scuba zombies. Okay, let me think. What could actually help that? I guess... Okay, I guess two, what you call that? Gloom shrooms, and then I replace this with fume shrooms. I think that would work out perfectly well. Halfway there. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I definitely need those to protect. These pumpkins are not long for the world. Money, money, money. Money everywhere. And then I'll slowly clear that. Okay, that setup's at least done. So, imitate the pumpkin. I still need spike rocks and fume and gloom shrooms. I think that's what I need. I'll pick... Oh, sorry, I clicked off by accident. Again, the window is so small, so you tend to click off pretty often. Let's see. Again, nothing. Oh my god, really? Need that actually to counter. Okay, let's see. So I still need spike rock. I need that. I need another pumpkin. I need fume and gloom shrooms. That's kind of it. So I'm just gonna pick a couple of instants like these. Yeah. So ideally I'm gonna put here. So these have to go, sadly. So sorry. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay, the setup's coming together. It's looking perfect. Place that. Yep. Do that. Yeah. After one more like twin sunflower and I'm totally done with that setup. Okay, that's perfectly done. Nice. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Keep the hype going on. And I'll have the doom shroom just in case I need to blow up like half the map. I think the bottom lane will probably stay alive if I plant the doom shroom on the top lane. Then again, I think that's for most instances anyway, so forget I said anything about that. Just talking bullshit again. Yep. And you might be thinking, why do I only need 2, right? Well, yeah, you only need 2 because the catapult zombie can only come on these lanes, which will be popped by the spike rock anyways. So why did I do that? It's gonna be popped. Oh my god. Well, if there are bungee zombies, I've preemptively saved my setup. That's all I can say. I don't even remember if they're bungee zombies, to be honest. Okay, nope, nothing here. So I'm just gonna protect these guys then. I have the money anyways, why not? Yeah. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfection. Okay, anyways, why did I say the whole... Why did I plant the umbrellas and anything like an idiot? Because if you're not already aware, the spike rock, same as the Zomboni, just pops the tire of the catapult zombie thing. So that's actually why it's totally pointless to do anything like that. Yep, as you can see there, it's gone. Oh, okay, that one's gone as well. It seems the spike rock isn't exactly like how I remembered it, because the spike rock like can totally tank. Oh, money, 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 money. Yep. Spike rock can totally tank everything, like damage. I think only if it get hit by the Gargantua, I think 3 times, then it dies. So yeah, that's the problem with it. Let's see. Just do this then. I'm just laying everything with pumpkins. Pop again. Pop. Pop. Yep. Just gonna do this. Pop again. Yep. Everything's being dealt with pretty handily. Yep. Still can't see what's up there actually. How many times have they popped that thing already? As you can see, right, an unprepared setup will really cost you here. But if you're totally prepared, you'll be perfectly fine. Boom. Money. Okay, no, so it does take damage. So every 2 pops and it loses 1 of its spikes. So 6 times, I believe. I was kind of confused whether that was the work of the Gargantua or just like, you know, like popping tires in general. That's kind of why I didn't want to comment on that one. Essentially, that is good for a couple more times. I'm not gonna shovel it out because I don't have spike wheat to replace that. And, you know, I just rather die first, you know, so to speak. Yep. Yeah, come on. Boom. Money. Yes. Yes. Nice. Okay. So this setup's working well. I'm definitely gonna get spike wheat to replace the spike rock in the event it goes. Oh, okay, that one's gonna be easy. So spike wheat. Let's see. I'm gonna get something that speeds up the rest of the level. So I'm gonna put melon pulse anyways. I could put 2 carb cannons actually. Yeah, I could, but I'm not gonna do that because that's too boring. Let's see. This, that, these 2. This, and like rock. Melon. Yeah. Watermelon in case I do need it. I think that's it, right? That's the last one anyways. Yes. Okay, let's go. Yep, let's do that. That. Nice. Okay. Let's see how well the enemies can deal with my modifying setup that's just going to be harder hitting with each and every passing moment. Yeah. I could replace that with the spike rock now, but there's no point since it's on refresh. And I really don't want to like waste it, you know? You know what would have been funny? Like the umbrella should have countered the pogo zombie as well. Now, how do I mean by that? it's gonna bounce up and down, and when it lands on the umbrella leaf, it just launches it off the map. Hear me out. That's a good idea, ain't it? But, you know, I'm pretty sure that's an idea that wouldn't be backed up by anyone. So, whatever. Oh, Yeti zombie. Oh my god. Oh, that's very, very lucky, actually. That's like the third time I've seen a Yeti zombie in just this entire time during my achievement run. And mind you, it's not long. Like, even though I do like all this like AFK stuff, whereby I'm just farming coins, right? Most of the time I'm getting any kind of money is through AFKing. So it's not like I am actively trying to find the Yeti zombie. So I don't know what's the luck of that. I know some people who probably only get the Yeti zombie the one time on the survival levels. So I consider myself pretty lucky, actually. Again, I have no idea how lucky I am. I cannot really quantify how lucky I am, but I do know, or rather I feel that I am lucky. So yeah, that's all I can really say. Freeze. Since I'm already freezing everything, might as well. I'm gonna replace the back row with melon pulse already, so I can just like overclock the damage. I am missing coins, but there's just too much on the map to pay attention to if you think about it like realistically. Yeah, I know. Don't think about it. Boom. Yeah, make sure not to delete the pumpkins because they've done nothing wrong. Okay, now I can save the rest for instance. Yeah. Replace that one. Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Nice room. Oh, surfaced, what you call that? Surfaced snorkel zombies do get frozen, but the ones that are underwater don't. That's pretty interesting. I actually did not know that. In all the time I've played this, well, it will be over in a quick second with the doom shroom, and I have enough to plant it a few times over. I'm just letting everything get closer so I can just do it one nice time. There we go. Is there something still alive? Oh. I was like, huh? Something survived all of that. I was like, nah, I can't believe that. I'm so lucky I got the Yeti zombie on like the recording this time instead of the last time whereby it just randomly popped up anyways. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to survival roof now, but I'm just gonna like, you know, stop here and record the next one. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.